Hello everyone! Are you ready for a scary time tonight? Woo! I'm just kidding. I hope you're all having a beautiful night. I can't stop. I can't stop! Okay, I am going to make a project using Mini Monsters. I'm trying to get the glare off here. Okay, Mini Monsters Cricut cartridge, and I am going to be showing the box. Down here, it's on page 75. I'm going to show the monster box. And I'm using a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I'm going to use the fit to page. So if you have the Cricut personal cutter, you won't be able to make it as big, but I'm not sure because it's kind of long. So we'll have to see how big this cuts, and you might be able to do it with your Cricut Create or your personal cutter, the smaller Cricut. But I'm also using my pink stamper stamps that I designed. These are called Spooky Puns. Spooky Puns! And we have all sorts of fun things on here. We have, where is it? Monsterrific, Happy Boo Day, Trick or Treat, all sorts of fun things on here. And I haven't decided yet what we're going to use. These are high quality photopolymer. These are the highest quality you can get on the market. The reviews are wonderful. You can use them with any type of ink you have, close to my heart, Stampin' Up, palette, stays on, you know, whatever you'd like. They work well. Even the pigment ink. These don't beat up. These stamp really great. You can find them on my products page on mypinkstamper.com. Okay, so let's head on over to the Cricut, and we are going to make this cute little scary monster. Okay, I have my 12 by 12 paper on my 12 by 12 mat. I'm loading it in my Cricut Expression. And I am going to use Fit to Page button. Make sure that your paper saver button is on, or just make sure that your real dial size button is not on. You can either have your real dial size button on or off, and you can also have your paper saver button. I just leave my paper saver on all the time. Okay, Fit to Page, and we're going to press our three-dimensional bag down at the bottom, and I believe that's this one right here. And you can just press OK to see how big it's going to cut it. Let's see. Calculating fit to page, 5 3/4. So I don't think you will be able to cut this with the personal cutter, the Create, at this size, but you can just change the size to 4.5 or to 5.5. So we'll go ahead and do fit to page. Okay, we're just going to change this, make the size. We'll put it at 5.5. So those of you that have the Cricut Create, you know, or the smaller bug, I call it the baby bug, you can go ahead and do this project with us. So go ahead and press cut. I have my blade at 6, my pressure and my speed are at max all the way up. So it's just how, you know, high you want it to go and how fast. Okay, so now next thing we're going to do is do the layers on here. Okay, I have purple, gray, white, and black for the colors that I'm using for my layers. Just make sure you open up your handbook to page 75. We're going to press layer 1 right up here. And we're just going to go ahead and press our monster box again. And that's going to give us the stomach and the arms. Go ahead and press cut. Alright, now move your blade over using the arrows on the side, and we're going to keep it on layer 1, so keep the layer 1 button lit up, press your shift, and then press your monster cut again. Anytime you press shift, it's going to give you the top part of the image, if there is one, the top part of the button. Okay, go ahead and press cut. This is going to be part of an eyeball, I guess. Kind of a scary, weirdo, creepy eyeball, right? Now we're going to press our layer 2 button, and there's a layer 2 button right there. These 6 squares will line up with these 6 buttons right here on the left side. Okay, now we're going to press our monster button again. This is giving us the white eyes. Ooh! Let me stop yet. Okay, now we're doing the smiley face and the 2 eyes. I hope these aren't really small because I don't like to use the really small pieces. Hopefully they're a nice, good size. Oh, they look like they're really good size. Perfect. Okay, let's put this monster together. Okay, let's put this together. I already have them on my mat. I'll just take them off kind of as I go, I guess. Or just put them on the side. I love my Cricut spatula. I met some girls in Michigan who said, well, one of the girls said she didn't really like hers, and I can't imagine not liking it. I just want to explain how to do it so you guys kind of know how to do it. Sometimes the mats are really sticky. If you just kind of press your, I put my finger right here, press your spatula kind of down at the end of it. That wasn't a good example. But if you press it kind of down at the end, it comes off perfectly. Do you see that? Perfect. And here we go. Got my two little eyeballs. Those are really small. Like I said, I don't really like working with the little tiny pieces. I'm more of a simple cut kind of girl. Okay, now what I'm going to do first before I put anything on my monster, I'm going to go ahead and score it. Now there's score blades already. There's one set here, one set here, one set here, and then you turn it this way and you can score it all this way. These other ones are not to be scored. They're for the little arms to go through. So make sure you remember that. Okay. And, oops. I don't know why that's, let me see, did that work? Oh, it did work, yay. This is a scoring blade on my trimmer. If you don't have a trimmer with a scoring blade, you can use a bone folder. You can use a score pal, or Martha Stewart has one too. All sorts of things you can use to score. You can use a ruler, and I don't know if a pen would work, but you kind of can use what you have. Just figure it out. Now the thing I love about modern convenience tools is you don't have to worry about it, and you can just, you know, they take the guesswork out of it for you. Okay, so these are scored, so they're ready to just be folded. Let's go ahead and put it together before we do that. We are going to add, this is my pink ATG gun. Love it. Yeah, and I do notice that it does do everything, it does roll everything smoother, even with the cheaper knockoff tape in it. Okay, I'm going to put his belly on. I'm going to leave the, I'm going to leave those on the side. And do I sound a little tired? I know some of you are going to comment, you sound a little tired. I am a little tired. I have some heel problems with one of my heels, and I'm hoping I don't need surgery, so it's just kind of, I'm a little run down. I'm not as energetic as I normally am, which, you know, I'm always pretty much energetic all the time. I'm always running around and getting everything done in a day that, you know, most people can't even get done in a week. I don't know, I just have this energy normally, but it's taken away this week. It's gone. Okay, I'm just, oh, these little pieces drive me batty. They drive me batty. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to put my last little piece on. Ah. Do you hear my kids down there? They're going, ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. All right. My little guy is smiley. He's all smiley, or she, I don't know. It's a guy, a girl, who knows? Who knows? Okay, so let's go ahead and fold it where we scored it. And if you have a bone folder, you can probably also use a bone folder. I feel like I'm all talking monotone because I'm tired. Arr. I shouldn't be tired, but I am. And I'm sure some of you can feel for me going through it. It's not fun. It's not fun. Okay, but on to a scary note. The only adhesive you really need is on the ends. And if this ATG gun tape is not strong enough, you can use what's called red tape or tacky tape that you can get at all the craft stores. They all I've seen it at all the big ones. Okay, let's go ahead and put the bottoms together. Put your sides in first and put that part in. Wait, no. Wait, okay. Put the bottom part in, right? Let's do this together. Put these in. Yes, that's how you do it. And there we go. And stick your hand in the bottom. And you don't even need adhesive on the bottom unless you really, you might want to sneak a piece of tape in there. Okay. It's just caught on something. It's just caught. Okay. I'm all screwing it up. There we go. Okay, much better. Okay, so we have this. Let's add his little arms. And do they go up or down? Let me look at the picture. Oh, they go down. Just kind of shove it in these little holes. Ta-da! This is so cute! You know what? In the past, I might have actually taken more time to make something like this. Now, it's like the guesswork is out of it for you. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to stamp something on here. I was going to stamp something. Okay, well, there's something else I was going to show you really quick, and then we'll stamp on here. We need to get some paper out. We're going to cut a bunch of little strips on here. Okay, I'm pulling out one of my dinosaur tools that I've had forever. I love this. When I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I used to demo this all the time. I'd sell these all the time. They still have them in their catalog, I think, and I think I've seen them at the stores. I've taken just strips of the purple paper right here, and we're going to make our own filling. This is just a sampling. I've cut these at 1/4 inch, and I don't know, they're about maybe 5 or 6 inches long. It doesn't really matter. Just use your scraps. And we're just going to put these in here. See if I remember how to do this. I used to show every... That's not the way, Robin. I'll do one at a time. You kind of squeeze it a little bit till it catches, then you just roll it through. And it makes it all crinkly. Do you see that? It's all crinkly. And we can just throw it in here. Now what I might suggest is putting your goodies in there first. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'll show you what they look like done. You don't want to see me struggling. So if you don't have time to do this, which I probably don't, obviously, look at this. Okay, but when I was a mommy and I just had like one child and we had an apartment and we only had one car and my husband was gone all day, I had a lot more time to do things like this. But now I don't as much. So this is just an option. You can make your own little crinkly stuff and you can mix it with others. But I'm going to show you what that looks like. Here is my little guy, and I still need to add some more of these in here. And I've added just tissue paper at the bottom to make it kind of stand up. And of course there'd be candy or goodies or whatever else you want to put in here for your event. And now we're going to use, let's line this up. We can do Spooktacular at the bottom, Monsterrific. Let's just do Monsterrific. And it's probably, I'm hoping that it'll stamp okay. You probably want to stamp it when it's flat because you have a solid surface beneath it. This one I'm not sure how well it's going to stamp, but we'll try it. Okay, so I'm just using a black ink. You can use, like I said, any ink with these. Quick inking up. I got some on my block, just wipe it on your hand. And I'm just going to put Monsterrific right here. Monsterrific. And you can also just do the trick or treat. And it worked okay. Like I said, you're going to want something behind it when you stamp it. Okay, so I hope you guys have a spooky night. Thanks. Okay, I've taken this off and I've recut this. I want to show you guys how you need to cut, or you need to stamp this before you put it on. It just wasn't working. You need to have a solid space behind it. Okay, so I just want to show you again. Monsterrific. You can't press firmly when you're stamping on air. Okay, so anyway, that's what you need to do, and then put it back together like this. Ta-da!